What's up, Porch Nation? Welcome to Porch Nation headquarters here in Worcester, Massachusetts, where autumn is in full force. And you know where autumn goes. Spooky season isn't far behind.
Seen ghosts.
Sorry. He really said that?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, how were you guys able to rattle him?
That's crazy for him to say that. That makes it real, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's why it was said the ghost of Tom Brady was felt all throughout the halls of Gillette this week. And maybe that's, in my non-expert opinion, why Bill opted to kick with a minute to go instead of trusting what had become a productive offense to convert 3 yards, drain the clock, and at minimum, kick from a more reasonable distance. I do give props to Nick Folk, who missed by a goalpost's width and was attempting to match his career long, only this time with heavy rain and an apparent plantar foot issue. Back on task. The Greatest League featured a haunting amount of 2-1 and 1-2 teams, so one should expect to see a lot of 2-2 teams as a result. Jeff plays King Killer. And one team is off to a 4-game streak.
I don't like the sound of that.
Let's get into the action. Alex charged out of the gate when tight end Uzama smashed his projection by over 18 points with 2 touchdowns on Thursday. But lucky for me and my Western Division compadres, he ran into our highest score of the week from Skinner. It was actually the 3rd highest score from any team on a single week so far this season. In this divisional matchup, Berg gets back to his winning ways and has first in the North based on points and divisional record. Dylan, and everyone else for that matter, easily beat Steiny this week. Steindog missed his projection by a devastating 45 points. Only 3 of his starters had more than 6 points. That's fantasy football, folks. I'm happy to report Mac Jones outscored Tom Brady for the first time and outperformed Ryan Tannehill from Andy's bench, but that wouldn't stop the big man from rolling right over my underperforming wideouts, amongst other deficiencies. Steve secures his 3rd victory and the 2nd where Buffalo's defense got him north of 30 points. Yikes. Josh struggled to get points from key positions, and besides Justin Herbert, no one else on his roster broke 15 points this week. Steve and Ross are tied for our longest current win streak at 3 games. Speaking of Ross, in this divisional matchup, he cruised to 1st place in the West and 2nd place overall based on division placement and overall points. And that brings up a point here in the early season that although Ross does have the most points scored in his division and is in 1st place, both Dylan and Berger lead their divisions while getting outscored by the 3rd place teams in their respective divisions so far. Divisional play makes things so interesting. One of those 3rd place teams, outscoring their division leader, Pete, fell short of Joe this week. Their projections teased a less than 2-point difference coming in, but Joe only fell shy of his total projection by 2 points, and basically all but a handful of Pete's starters just didn't show up this week. In our game of the week this week, Jeff started off fast thanks to James Robinson's 2 touchdowns on Thursday night, and the champ started off slow, registering a goose egg from DJ Chark Jr. with a broken ankle. He'll likely be laying eggs for the rest of the season, too. That trend would continue through Sunday. By Monday, the die had been cast on this matchup, and despite Austin Eckler going off on Monday night for Adam, it was too little too late. Jeff beat his previous best by nearly 23 points and defeated the defending champ. So there it is. It's far too soon to start considering playoff implications, but things are starting to take shape now. No one is unbeaten anymore. There are now 7 2-2 teams, 5 3-1 teams, 3 1-3 teams, 2 of which are in the East, and James is only 1 game behind those 3 teams.
You can do it!
As it goes in divisional play at all levels, all it could take is playing the 3 teams in your division really well to punch a ticket to the playoffs. We have so much more fun and action ahead. Until next week, keep thriving, Porch Nation.
I get confused cause I don't know where I stand, and then you smile and hold